Friends, today we are going to discuss a very important topic of English grammar. Tenses. Tenses, many of us study it only in the classroom for the point of examination. Believe me, if you understand tenses in a very clear picture, it will help you for your all examination grammar, and most importantly, you can also improve your English communication by learning tenses in a very systematized way without any confusions. Let us first understand, see, what is tense? How it came up? The word tense derived from a Latin term called tempus, which means time. So, tense is a word derived from a Latin term tempus, and the tempus means time. And this time we express with the help of verbs, main verb, and it changes into various forms later that I have written here: V1, V2, V3, V4 and V5. That I will explain it little later what are all these verbs. So first, it's very important to know tense is a word which is derived from a Latin term tempus, which means time, and this time, that is action, the time of action is expressed with the help of verb, and we have different kinds of verbs here. I think you know there are three kinds of tenses. One is present tense, second one is past tense, and the third one is future tense. In every tense, we are going to study four different kinds of tenses. In present tense, we have simple present, present continuous, present perfect, and present perfect continuous. Whereas in past tense, again, simple past tense, past continuous, past perfect, and past perfect continuous. Whereas in future tense also, simple future, future continuous, future perfect, and future perfect continuous tense. When we go into the detailed study of this, we will definitely get an overall idea of tenses and how it's going to help us, that I will explain you little later. In general, in tenses, we are going to study all these five forms of verbs. Friends, I will not give you an idea of tenses in a very traditional way, that we have all these years we have studied like having a column, singular and plural, I go, we go, you go, he goes, she goes, it goes, they go. We have studied enough of that. I will make it little simpler for you. I mean, it will be very simpler for you. We will make it clearer than earlier. I have written V1, V2, V3. You find these normally in any grammar book. And V4, V5, this is simplified version. Let us make some changes in grammar so that it becomes not complicated but simpler for us. Then I have written some helping verbs which we come across in tenses. So if you understand these all five forms and then these helping verbs, you are the master of tense. Let us first go with present tense. Present tense, as I said, there are four categories that we need to study. Number one is simple present tense. Yes. What is simple present tense? We will not go to the detailed definition. We have learnt enough of definitions. Now only we will understand what is simple present tense, which verb we use, and what is the meaning of this. So in simple present tense, we take first V1. V1 is any main verb, maybe like go, come, do, eat. And also we take V5. That is nothing but adding s or es to the same verb, like go. Go becomes goes, come becomes comes, do becomes does, eat becomes eats. Very simple. In simple present tense, we use only two forms of verbs. One is V1 and the other one is V5. Like this, V1 is used for I, we, you, they. Whereas this V5 is used for he, she, it. Very simple. So I go, I come, I do, I eat. Whereas he goes, he comes, she does, she eats. Very simple one. I, every day, I come to college at 9 o'clock. Every day, she goes to temple. In simple present tense, what we need to understand is we use only verb number 1 and verb number 5. And not only this, what is the use of this simple present tense? Should we just learn V1 and V5 and finish off? No. See, if you understand simple present tense, you will come to know one important thing. That is, you will come to know to tell what are your routine actions. What are your everyday actions? So, what are your, if you ask me, what is my routine action? I will use this tense using just V1. Like for example, every day I wake up at 6 o'clock, I brush teeth, I wash face, I have a cup of tea, I read newspaper, then I take a bath, I perform puja, then I get ready, I have my breakfast, then I come to college. It goes on, the list goes on. And similarly, if you want to tell about someone else's, not yours, your family members, come on, go use V5. Like every day, my mother goes to temple. She wakes up at 5 o'clock. Then she brushes teeth, she washes face, she goes to the kitchen, she cleans the kitchen, then she prepares tea, then she serves tea to everyone, then she goes for walk, then she comes back after half an hour, then she does all the household work, then she takes a bath, then she performs puja, and then she prepares breakfast for all of us. This is how you understand tense. Tense does not mean just giving you charts and going away to the next tense. No, you need to understand why we should study tenses. What is the usage of simple present tense? What is the usage of present continuous tense? That's what becomes more important. So, by learning simple present tense, you will understand how to tell your routine actions. And to tell the routine actions, we use V1 and V5. Like I use V1, but for my brother, but for my sister, for my father, for my mother, for my neighbor, I use V5. I like ice cream, but my mother likes sweets. I eat 2 rotis, but my brother eats 3 chapatis. So I eat, he eats. I enjoy, he enjoys. So study tenses that in such a way that you should use them in your day-to-day life. So this is a brief introduction of simple present tense. Yes, under the heading of present tense, we go to the second one, that is present continuous tense. Yes, the meaning is very clear here. Can you see? Present continuous tense. At present, action is continuous. It is going on. It is in progress. See, some meanings of the tenses are very clear in their headings, titles only. Present continuous tense. Tense, I have already told you, time. The time of action. So, present continuous. What I am doing now. What you are doing now. What he or she is doing now. That's what we will. Now, first let us see which verb we use here. In present continuous tense, now we use this V4. So what is V4? It is nothing but an ing form of main verb, like going, coming, listening, etc. Fine. So any ing form that we use in continuous tense to show that action is in progress. And now we cannot use this ing form without any helping verbs. Whereas V1 and V5 in simple present tense, we used it without helping verbs. But this ing forms, they must be used with some helping verbs which are there. Like For example, in present continuous, we borrow this is, am, are. Very important. I think you might have heard some students using I going, she coming, she speaking, he disturbing me. It's a very wrong English. So you have to use ing form. For our simplified version, we have quoted it as V4. That will be very easy for you to remember. So V4 means ing form that is used in continuous tense. So V4 is always used with any one of these. Now where we have to use all these? For example, I, am, he, she, it, is, we, you, they. So it is are. So all together it is V4 ing. So what I am doing now? I am standing in front of you. I am giving you some ideas about tenses. You are taking down the notes. Looking at someone, you can just see what is happening there. Children. The children are playing in the ground. The children are making a lot of noise. We are enjoying the class. I am enjoying music. She is watching movie. My mother is preparing snacks for all of us. Snacks, not snakes, snacks. Yes. So you understand the concept will be very clear. Which helping verb? Is, am, are. He is, she is, it is, I am, we are, you are, they are. Finish. So present continuous tense tells us that what we are doing now. What we are doing now? I am mopping the floor. I am sweeping. I am cleaning my house. I am dusting the windows. I am waiting for my friends. Whatever it is. So any action which is in progress, you will take the help of these three helping verbs and V4. I hope present continuous tense is very clear to you. So please use it when you just ask yourself some question. Imagine you make a list. Very simple question. Now imagine, what are you doing? What are you doing? If someone asks you this question, with your imagination, you can give plenty of answers thinking that I am doing this action. For example, what are you doing is a question to me. I may give many answers. I am taking a bath. I am waiting for my friend. I am performing puja. I am preparing notes. I am having breakfast. I am listening to music. I am just having a walk. I am preparing for my examination. I am studying tenses. I am using my laptop. I am checking some WhatsApp messages. I am downloading the videos. I am just enjoying my life. Yes. Ask a question to yourself. What are you doing? And then go on giving answers using I am. Then if you observe someone doing something, use he, is, she is, it is. Right? And we are, you are, and they are. I hope present continuous tense is very clear to you. Fine? Fine. Yes, under the heading, the third one comes present perfect tense. The first one was simple present, second one was present continuous, and the third one is present perfect tense. Meaning is very clear here. See, present perfect. What is present perfect? Action at present is over. Very simple. Action at present is over. So to express that action which is over at present, which verb we use? Very important. So already we have used three verbs. Now here we use a very important word, that is verb number 3. We also call it past participle. Past participle, verb number 3. For example, go, went, gone, do, did, done, eat, ate, eaten, sing, sang, sung. Right? Write, wrote, written. You must have a clear picture of all V1, V2, V3, V4, V5 for the study of tenses. Understand? You must have a list with you. Every day you have to sit and you have to have a look at all these forms, and then only you will be able to use the correct form of verbs according to tenses. You cannot use V2, V1, V5, V4 when you are using present perfect tense. And when you use verb number 3, you cannot just use V3 without any helping verb. And there are two important helping verbs that we use here are has and have. Has and have. So I, we, you, they. Here we use have, and he, she, it. Here we use has. For have and has, verb number 3. I have just come. Come, came, come. She has just left. She has just left. I have just had breakfast. I have just had breakfast. I have just entered this hall. We have just completed simple present and present continuous tense. I hope you are following me. Actions which we have completed at present, we will use present perfect tense. Now, just a few seconds ago, we finished some action. That is, we have just finished present continuous tense. We have just taken down some examples. I have just begun the class. He has just entered the class. So, present perfect tense tells us about an action which is finished, which is over at present. This is one. Second important point I will tell you, not only for this, we also use present perfect tense for one of the best usages, like one past action. Yes. Present perfect is also used for some past action which you have done long time ago, but you still say that it is relevant till today. The effect of that action is still felt today. You might have done some action last month, last year, yesterday, day before yesterday, last week, or any time in the past, but you still remember till today. Then also you will use present perfect tense. Like for example, I will say, I have seen Amitabh Bachchan. I have seen Amitabh Bachchan. Have you seen just? No. I have seen him long time ago, maybe in the year 2005. But I still remember when I say I have seen Amitabh Bachchan, his face comes to me. Isn't it? His face comes to me. And I have seen Humpy. I have seen Humpy. I have given my notes to my friends. So imagine you gave it last week. Your notes, you have given it to your friends last week. Still you have not got them back. And you know till today that you have to get the notes back. So you will say, I have given my notes. I have given my grammar book to my friends. I have given my bike to my cousin. I have given my bike to my cousin. A very common example can be like, for example, if I ask you, where is your brother? He has gone to Mumbai. He has not gone just. Imagine, he went to Mumbai last Monday. But today I am asking you, where is your brother? You will say that he has gone to Mumbai, because you know that he went last week, but still today he hasn't returned, and that's what we use for past action. We make a mention, we use this present perfect tense. I hope these examples are clear. I'll clear with one more example. Imagine, I have borrowed some money from you. I have borrowed some money from you on 1st April. Imagine, on 1st April, I borrowed some money from you. And I promised that I would pay it on 2nd May. On 2nd May, right? And on 2nd May, one of your friends comes and asks you, can you give me some money, some 5,000 rupees? Then you will say, no, I'm sorry, I don't have. I have given it to Prashant. I have given it to Prashant. When he gives back, I'll give you. You will use, I have given it to Prashant. When did you give? Have you given just today? No. You gave the money on April 1st. But till today, you remember that action, and you cannot forget having given money to somebody till you get it back. Is it clear? So I have given money to Prashant, isn't it? So, April 1st, the action of April 1st, you refer it till today using present perfect tense. I hope the meaning is very clear. Fine? Yes. Last one under the heading of present perfect continuous tense is the fourth one, that is present perfect continuous tense. Friends, again the meaning is very clear here. See, present perfect continuous tense. An action started at present is over and again it is continuing, again it is going on. So you start an action, you finish some part of it, but again you continue doing it. That is present perfect continuous tense. And you don't know when it gets over. When it gets over, you don't know. Then I have told you already, in any continuous tense we always use V4, that is ing form. V4 is used here. Then in present perfect continuous tense we use these helping verbs, has been and have been. Has been and have been. So this have been is used for I, we, you and they. And this has been is used for he, she, it, or any names. Now let us have some look at some examples. I have been, we have been, you have been, they have been. Whereas has been, he has been, she has been, it has been. And after all this we use ing form of the verb, that is V4, right? Like for example, I have been studying. See this example. I have been studying. Action started at present. I have studied some and still I am studying. I have finished around 10 pages of reading and I am continuing with the reading. I have been studying. She has been sleeping since 8 o'clock. She has been sleeping since 8 o'clock. Her action of sleeping started at 8 o'clock. Now it is 5 o'clock and continuously she is sleeping. She has slept and still sleeping. My mother has been cleaning the house since afternoon. Now it is evening. So she started the work in the afternoon and some part of cleaning she has completed and till now she is continuing the cleaning. So my mother has been cleaning the house. Understand? It has been raining since morning. So morning it started raining. Now it is evening and still it is continuously, heavily, incessantly it is raining. So it has been raining continuously. It has rained and some part of the action is over and still being continued. That's what present perfect continuous tense. Your phone has been ringing. Your phone has been ringing. So it rang for some time and again it is continuing its work. Your phone has been ringing. The people have been discussing. The politicians have been campaigning since last month. Understand? So present perfect continuous tense with has been and have been and ing form. So I hope with these details of present tense and these four kinds of tenses, present tense, I think you are able to get some ideas, and believe me, it's wonderful to know that we completed V1, V3, V4 and V5 only in present tense and still we have not touched V2. And what is the outcome of studying present tense? Let's just have a recap of this in 1 or 2 minutes. By studying simple present tense, you can tell your routine actions. Please remember, your English improves. If you say, every day I wake up at 6 o'clock, then I brush my teeth, I wash my face, I have a cup of tea, then you continue doing it, your English improves 10 to 15% and grammatically that is correct sentence. If someone asks you, tell me your everyday actions, you can use number 1 simple present tense, that is V1. And if someone asks you what your brother does, you can use V5. So my brother, My brother wakes up at 6 o'clock, he brushes teeth, then he goes to play, then he comes back after half an hour, then he takes a bath, he eats his breakfast, then he gets ready and then he goes to college. Very important verb is V5. Please practice this. I have heard many people using she sing melodiously. Wrong sentence. She sings melodiously. My brother like ice cream very much. Wrong sentence. My brother likes ice cream. So using V1 and V5, you will come to know routine actions. Second one, present continuous tense. You will come to know what you have to tell when somebody asks you, what are you doing? Action going on at present. So I am learning English grammar. I am studying. I am enjoying music. I am playing with my friends. I am coming to your home. Present continuous. Present perfect, action completed at present. That is, I have just had breakfast. I have just met my friends. I have just turned on the television. I have just seen him coming. Right? She has just arrived. My mother has just prepared breakfast for all of us. And one more is for past action. Like, I have finished all my work. I have completed MA in English. My brother has completed MBA. He has got a job in London. Right? This is how you... Then present perfect continuous tense. Action continuously going on. We have been... He has been, she has been, it has been. So action going on continuously, we use present perfect continuous tense. Like, we have been waiting for you. We have been watching this movie for the last 2.5 hours. We have been preparing sweets for the next month's celebration. Understand? So with this, present tense topic is over. I hope